वेरी गुड इवनिंग डियर चिल्ड्रन। मेरी आवाज अगर आ रही है तो थम्स अप देना प्लीज। ओके, दैट्स ग्रेट। Okay, so dear children, let's start with the problems. Okay, Arav, you cannot hear me. Okay, I'm really sorry. I don't know why are you not able to hear me. So you can do one thing. If I'm still not audible, you can exit and wait. Okay, now you can. Okay, that's great. I was going to type a message for you. ठीक है। अरे यार, just a minute, just a minute. Okay. So, dear children, first of all, what I'm going to do is problem number 14 because the problems before this, in the previous class, we did till problem number 13. Now we are going to start with problem number 14. So, which least number must be subtracted from 33,293 so that the answer will be a perfect cube? So, इसके पहले भी we have already attempted such kind of problems. Okay. So, सबसे पहले we have to find the nearest, simplest uh, cube, perfect cube number below this or maybe above this, whichever suits better to you. Looking at 33,000, I just remembered that 27 is basically cube root of 3, which means 27,000, three zeros. It's basically 3 multiplied by 10, that is 30 cube is basically 3 multiplied by 10 cube, 3 cube is 27 and 10 cube is 3 zeros. So in short, 30 cube is 27,000. So I understood that this 33,000 is a bit greater than 27,000. So which means my answer could be probably 31 cube or 32 cube or maybe 33 cube. It can be anything. So just I'm going to take a small leap. I'll try, instead of trying 31 cube, I'll directly try 32 cube and try to find the answer. When I find the answer for 32 cube, I get 32,768. Now this is also 32,000 and this is 33,000, which means they are very close. Now I'll try to subtract them. 33,293 minus 32,768, because this is a perfect cube. This is my input number. When I subtract them, I must get 3. 13 minus 8 is 5. 8 minus 6 is 2. 2. 12 minus 7 is 5. 525 should be your answer, which is here. So the question was, if we need to subtract a number from this particular number, from 33,000 something. What number should we subtract so that we get the answer to be a perfect cube? So first I just did another approach where I initially found the perfect cube and then I subtracted this number.
Sir, I don't think we did the 13th problem last class.
Yes, we did. It was actually solved verbally itself. एकदम you can just
Oh,
check the recording. एकदम last में सबसे final sum which we did was 13th problem. The answer to the
okay,
13th
okay.
problem was option 4.
Oh, okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Sure. Okay. Uh, so first of all, I'm proceeding further now. Let's go for the 15th problem. Find the value of square root of so and so. Okay. Now let's try to find them. Now, first of all, what all numbers you have? You have 1 cube, which is basically 1 itself. You have 2 cube. You have 3 cube. You have 4 cube. You have 5 cube. You have 6 cube. You have 7 cube, and then finally you have 8 cube, right? So out of which, let me do one thing. Let me take the even numbers like 2, 4. uh, लेकिन यार इनको wait, इनको ज्वाइन करके भी तो मतलब नहीं है. जस्ट अ मिनट. इनको ज्वाइन करेंगे, 2 अगर कॉमन निकालेंगे, बट वी कैन नॉट टेक इट आउट. नहीं, ये करके मतलब नहीं
सर डायरेक्टली
है,
डायरेक्टली
डायरेक्टली
ऐड नहीं
करना
कर सकते?
पड़ेगा. कर सकते हैं, कर सकते हैं. मैं भी वही सोच. अच्छा, व्हाट यू आर सेइंग इज लाइक 1 प्लस 2 प्लस 3, मतलब ऐसे सब करने के बाद देन होल क्यूब, दैट्स व्हाट यू आर ट्राइंग टू से.
नो सर, 1 + 8 + 27
हाँ
+
हाँ.
64 +
Yes, yes. In this case, we will have to do that only. Initially, I was
We have
trying
to
to
do the
think an
whole
alternate.
thing.
Yeah, yeah. Initially, I was trying to think another option by taking something common and all. But then when I just thought that method through, I understood कि यार वो कर
ज्यादा
नहीं पाएंगे. So
कॉम्प्लिकेट
we'll
हो
have to
जाएगा
take.
सर।
Yes, yes.
So there is not any other possible short trick to do this? Because
Uh,
सब यहाँ पर तो सिर्फ 8 क्यूब है, अगर कोई बड़ा नंबर होगा तो वो सॉल्व करने में प्रॉब्लम आएगा ना, तो इसलिए.
wait, शायद ना इसका एक टेक्निक में, जस्ट अ मिनट, आई थिंक आई कैन फाइंड वन टेक्निक टू. इसमें से 2 अगर निकाल दिया, इसमें से 2 अगर निकाल दिया, इसमें से भी 2 अगर निकाल दिया, तो I think I'll be able to find like 1 plus 2, 3. I think I may be able to find a solution to it. Okay, fine. So first of all, I'll separate odd numbers and even numbers. तो मैं यहाँ पर ही उसको separate करके लिख देता हूँ. Just ऐसा steps, ऐसा लंबा लंबा steps करने की जगह पे over here only I'm going to separate them. So it's like I'll be writing this as 1 cube plus 3 cube plus I think 5 cube and 7 cube.
+7 की।
नहीं, but वो भी नहीं होगा. नहीं नहीं नहीं, वो भी नहीं होगा. 2, 4, ना ना. I think we will have to do it यार. I don't think नहीं, मुझे ऐसा वो भी
सर
नहीं.
मेरे हिसाब से
But
और
दूसरा,
ज्यादा कॉम्प्लिकेट हो जाएगा।
I agree. See, there is a possibility of complicating, but just before giving up, मैं सिर्फ सोच रहा हूँ कि क्या कुछ आइडिया कर सकता हूँ क्या. अब यहाँ से अगर मैंने 2 कॉमन निकाला, तो this is 2 multiplied by 2, this is 2 multiplied by 3, तो 3 कॉमन निकाले यहाँ पर. Okay, so this is 2s are, this is 3s are, and this is 4s are. So कॉमन निकाल के तोड़ सकते हैं चाहिए तो, बट अगेन मुझे लगता नहीं है वो अपना प्रॉब्लम इजी हो जाएगा. सो लाइक 2, this is 1 plus 2, 3, 3 plus 3, 6, 6 plus 4, 10. हाँ, आई थिंक थोड़ा सा एक रिलैक्सेशन मिल सकता है. आई टेल यू. अभी 1 क्यूब प्लस 3 क्यूब प्लस 5 क्यूब प्लस 7 क्यूब अगर मैंने ले लिया, तो ये जो बाकी के नंबर्स है 2, 4, 6 एंड 8, इसमें से ना मैं 2 कॉमन निकाल लेता हूँ. 2 क्यूब मैं कॉमन निकालूंगा, तो अंदर क्या बचेगा यहाँ पर? 1 क्यूब बचेगा. देन इधर क्या बचेगा? 2 क्यूब बचेगा. देन यहाँ पर क्या बचेगा?
+3 क्यूब +4 क्यूब।
3 क्यूब
Cube
प्लस
plus
4 क्यूब
4
बचेगा,
क्यूब।
राइट. या तो अभी क्या है, 8 क्यूब जैसे बड़े नंबर्स को हमें सॉल्व करने की जरूरत नहीं है, छोटे नंबर्स को ही हम लोग कैलकुलेट कर सकते हैं। दिस इज वन एडवांटेज विच यू विल गेट। नाउ अनदर एडवांटेज क्या है, इस चीज को मैं और एक बार कंबाइन कर सकता हूँ। कैसे? नाउ दिस इज 1 क्यूब मल्टीप्लाइड बाई 2 क्यूब, दिस इज, बट यार वो कॉम्प्लिकेटेड होगा, नहीं नहीं, उससे अच्छा तो दिस, हाँ, दिस 2 क्यूब कैन बी रिटन डायरेक्टली एज, in the next line what I can do is this 2 cube can be directly written as 8. So this is 8 ones are and this is 1 ones are. So 8 plus 1 कुल मिलाकर I can write this as 9 multiplied by 1 over here. I hope you understood मैंने क्या किया मैं यहाँ पर. But I'll just use a color code. See, this method may be favorable for you, may not be favorable for you. But मैं ये सिर्फ इसलिए बता रहा हूँ ताकि मैं तुम्हारे दिमाग में ना दूसरा एक टेक्निक जनरेट करने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ. I'm trying to generate a different technique in your brains, in your mind. Okay, so when I combine these two numbers, 1 plus 8, total I'll be getting 9 multiplied by 1 cube. This is 1 multiplied by 1 cube and 9 multiplied by 1 cube. So कुल मिलाकर it's basically 9. Then what do I have? I'll use another color, maybe green. Here I have 1 multiplied by 3 cube and over here I have 8 multiplied by 3 cube. So that will give me 9 multiplied by 3 cube. एंड देन बाकी जो बचा हुआ है, मतलब इतना तो कंबाइन हो गया, अभी बाकी जो बचा हुआ है उसको तो एज इट इज सॉल्व ही करना पड़ेगा. लाइक हाँ, ओवर हियर ऑल्सो 2 एंड 4, इसमें से 8 इन, इसको भी अगर कॉमन निकालेंगे तो 264, उससे अच्छा तो तुम लोग क्यूब ही कर लो यार, फोकट कॉम्प्लिकेट हो जाएगा.
Excuse me,
सो
sir.
ओवर, या आई एम लिसनिंग.
Sir, I didn't understood the third step.
So
थर्ड
rather
स्टेप आई हैव
than this,
नॉट
I
येट,
think if
hold on, let me speak.
rather
Third
than
step I'm
this,
still explaining, and I agree with, see, when somebody is telling me कि सीधा solve करेंगे तो जल्दी आएगा, I am totally agreeing with that. सीधा solve करेंगे तो जल्दी आएगा. I'm not telling you कि ये शायद shortcut होगा. I'm just telling you कि ये alternate method होगा. Okay? So I'm just giving you, you know, a different perspective of thinking about this problem. एक नया perspective दे रहा हूँ मैं आपको. Okay? हाँ. सो बाकी जो बचा हुआ है वो तो मैं लिख सकता हूँ, लाइक 2 क्यूब, 4 क्यूब, 5 क्यूब एंड 7 क्यूब. सो 2 क्यूब प्लस 4 क्यूब प्लस 5 क्यूब प्लस 7 क्यूब. सो नेक्स्ट लाइन में मैं इन सबको सॉल्व कर सकता हूँ. सो आई विल बी हैविंग 3 क्यूब इज 27, 27 प्लस 1 इज 28. सो 9 मल्टीप्लाइड बाय 28 रहेगा एक जगह पे. एंड ओवर हियर आई विल बी हैविंग 8, over here I'll be having 64, this is plus 64, over here I'll be having 125, and over here I'll be having 343 inside the square root, and then I'll be solving finally to get my answer. That goes as 9 multiplied by 28 is 252 plus, okay, plus बाकी सबको एक साथ ऐड ही कर देता हूँ. Wait, नहीं तो 252 plus 8 plus 64 plus 125 plus 343 gives you 792. So कुल मिलाकर it is square root of 792. Right? ऐसा square root of 792?
sir, it is not a perfect score.
Yeah.
So maybe we've done something wrong in the steps. Maybe we made some mistake.
हो सकता है, मिस्टेक हो सकता है. So
Sir,
I'll just, yeah, I'm
sir,
listening. Tell me.
I tried doing it like doing it सीधा directly, and then I got it as a perfect square. So
You got a
it worked
perfect square.
when I did it directly. Yes,
Okay.
sir. The answer was 36.
Okay.
Second option.
36 is your answer. That's
Yes,
great.
sir.
That's great. So normally when we solve, let me erase this.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Sir, in this process I didn't understood the third step that you had written.
Okay, third step, I'll explain. Just a minute. Okay, so what I've done in the third step, I'll just explain the procedure. You can just ignore the answer. Maybe I might have done some silly mistake, but I'll just explain the thought process which I was trying to tell you. So what did I do? I first took 1 cube and I've written over here, 3 cube that I've written over here, 5 cube that I've written over here, and 7 cube I've written over here. Okay, so remaining for the even numbers, what I've done, okay, first of all, I'll have to mute everyone. There is a lot of background disturbance for me. So I've just muted everyone. So whenever you wish to speak, you can unmute yourself. But after speaking, you please mute yourself again. Okay, that will be a humble request from my end. Now, now what I've done, 2 cube, 2, 4, 6, and 8. यहाँ से I have taken 2 as common. So when I take 2 common from 2, I'm left with 1. 4 से 2 कॉमन लिया तो 2 बचेगा, 6 से 2 कॉमन लिया तो 3 बचेगा, 8 से 2 कॉमन लिया तो 4 बचेगा. So cube is with everyone. Okay, now in the next step what I've done, so this 2 cube is basically 8. Now here you have 8 multiplied by 1 over here, and here you have 1 multiplied by 1. So if nothing is there, it's basically 1 multiplied by something, right? So 8 multiplied by 1 and 1 multiplied by 1. So when you add them, this is addition ka symbol. So when you add them, what you will have, 8 plus 1, that is 9. 9 multiplied by 1 you will have. इतना समझ में आया आपको? इतना जो समझाया, इसमें अगर किसी को डाउट है तो बोलिए प्लीज. इफ यू हैव एनी डाउट टिल नाउ, यू कैन प्लीज लेट मी नो. ठीक है, दैट्स ग्रेट. नाउ गोइंग फॉरवर्ड, same thing I've done with this also. 3 cube. Here also I have 3 cube, which is inside 8 multiplied by 3 cube. Over here nothing is multiplied with 3 cube, which means it is 1 multiplied by 3 cube. When I add them, I get 8 plus 1, 9 multiplied by 3 cube. उसके बाद what did I do? जो भी बचा कुचा है, 1 और 3 को छोड़ के जो भी बचा है, 2, 4, 5, 7. That's what I've written. 2, 4, 5, 7. Clear?
Sir, but how did you get the 9 into 3 cube? First I understood 9 into 1 cube, I understood, but how second one?
I'll explain. So if you'll observe, I'm just taking these numbers. मैं arrow से point out करके दिखा रहा हूँ. The first number is what? It's basically 1 multiplied by 3 cube. The second number is 8 multiplied by 3 cube. When you add them, your answer will be 1 plus 8, 9 multiplied by 3 cube. Am I clear?
Okay, sir.
Hmm?
Basically, you're taking them common, and then whatever terms are uncommon, you're adding them.
Yes, yes, yes. Absolutely correct. Okay. Okay. Yes, you, Thakur, tell me what's your query.
Yes, sir. Sir, I don't have a query. I have a formula for means 1 cube plus 2 cube plus 3 cube all the way to n cube is equal to n into n plus 1 by 2 the whole square.
Wait, let me just think over it.
So we can even calculate it by this.
Hmm. N into n plus 1 upon 2 the whole square, it might be, right?
Yeah.
Upon 2. Yeah, that is also a formula. Correct. So let me proceed to that formula. Could you help me remember that? मैं खुद ही भूल गया था उसके बारे में.
n into n plus 1.
Yes.
n bracket
So,
n plus 1.
yes, absolutely. And upon 2, then whole square. Absolutely correct.
Yeah.
So it's like, the formula goes like this, my dear children. There is a formula. It's like 1 cube plus 2 cube plus dot 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 n cube. If you have any such kind of series like this, your direct answer will be n multiplied by n plus 1 upon 2 the whole square. In this case, when we use the same formula, instead of n, you're going to substitute 8. That's it. So 1 cube plus 2 cube, so and so till 8 cube. You'll be having 8 multiplied by 8 plus 1, which is, okay, मैं 8 plus 1 पूरा लिख नहीं रहा हूँ. I'm going to write directly as 9 upon 2 the whole square. So when you cancel this, you'll have 4 into 9, 36 square over here. You don't have to do the square because your query is what? It's basically square root, right? So 36 square ka square root, when you do, you'll get the answer to be 36 itself. And that's your answer. Yes, Rishan, tell me what's your query.
Sir, why whole square?
Beta, it's a formula. This formula is derived
Yes, sir, but
by using some another formula, which I won't be able to help you to derive this because the derivation is beyond our scope.
okay, sir.
Okay, so you can just remember it as shortcut formula or something like that. Okay. Rishik, tell me.
Is this formula given in the book?
Wait, this formula was given in the book? You're
Sir,
telling
I'm
me or
asking
asking
if
me? No, 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 it's not given in the book. It's not given in the book. Okay. So I believe you might have noted this down. I'll be erasing this. The answer was option 2. Okay, quest number 15, option 2. Now let's go for quest number 16, my dear children. What should come in the place of this clover symbol in this particular equation? So what you have to do is, but यार equation के लिए तो equal to something भी तो होना चाहिए.
Yes,
I
sir.
think
yes,
There
this
is
is
sir.
no
not
equation, so you
multiplication.
can't
I think
determine the value.
Yeah, I think this is a printing error. Probably this should have been an equal to symbol because अगर ये multiplication होगा तो problem ये है कि ये clover और clover आपस में cancel ही हो जाएगा, so it doesn't make any sense. So maybe this is
Yeah.
an equal to symbol. Obviously this is a wrong question, but let us try with an equal to symbol. Let's see if it is working out. Hmm. So clover. So when I take this clover this side, so clover multiplied by clover happens to be okay. Instead of drawing this clover,
Clover
I'll say
square.
x. Okay, I'll just name it as x. लिखने की easiness से. So
Clover
I'll name it
square.
as x square, and when I multiply these two numbers, I'll be getting under root of 162 and 128. Okay, now what 162 को हम लोग कैसे break कर सकते हैं? Can we break into a perfect square?
Yes, sir. 9 into 9 into 2. So basically 9.
9 into 9 is
Sir,
81.
2 into 81. 2 into
Very
81.
good. बहुत ही बढ़िया. So 9. I'll just say 9 square multiplied by 2. This is for 162. What about 128? Obviously 2 को एक pair चाहिए तो
64
128
into
में
2.
से correct 120, like this is the logic to remember.
So
Obviously
2
2
into
Sir,
अकेला which means
64. 2 into
64.
2
64. Sir,
into 8
8 square
Square
2
into
and
into
2,
8
sir.
8 square.
square.
Sir, 8
Sir,
2
square
8
into
into
eight
square
2.
and
square.
2 square. So
okay
9
now
square, 2 square, 8 square.
okay now let me say so 128 since 162 को तोड़ने के बाद you have a 2 alone, तो you should understand कि भाई दूसरे नंबर पे पक्का ये 2 निकलेगा ही निकलेगा. Okay, this is something which you should understand. So दूसरे नंबर में से पहले ही 2 निकाल दो. You take 1 2 over here and apart from that whatever is left, in this case what will be left? 128 में से 2
64.
निकालने का, you'll be left with 64, which is basically 8 square. Ultimately when you take square root of this, you'll be having 9 multiplied by 2
9
multiplied by
into 8 into 2.
8. Now again this is basically x square. What their question is basically x, है ना? So when you take the square to the other side, this again becomes root 9 multiplied by 2 multiplied by, instead of writing 8 what I'll do, okay, instead of writing 2 into it, I'll write this as 16 directly. So 9 ka square root is 3 and 16 ka square root is 4. Ultimately your answer is going
So
to be 12.
12.
Sir,
Yes,
but
so
can't we
option.
just directly write root 144? Because we know what 9
Yeah,
into 2 into 8 is, right? So we can write 2
yeah,
into
please. You can go ahead, not a problem. So why? Okay, good one. So he said, can't we write this directly as 144 and then proceed further? Yes, you can. But what I do is, and what I generally suggest is, when you combine them before finding the final answer, what happens? The number becomes bigger. Bigger the number becomes, difficult it becomes for us to solve them. Hence, I generally prefer to break the numbers and then join in the end. So मैंने multiplication सबसे last में किया. So until you reach the final step, it is better to avoid multiplication. just to avoid bigger numbers, nothing else. If you're comfortable with
Okay,
bigger
sir.
numbers, go for it. Okay,
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
fair enough. Going to the 17th one, since this was an easy one, I'm solving both. Okay, 50 square minus 1 square. I've already told you this formula. This is basically 50 plus 1, and then 50 minus 1. 50 plus 1 is 51, multiplied by 50 minus 1 is 49. That is option 3.
Sir, in the 16th question, weren't we supposed to find x square and not x?
We were supposed to find x because in the question they have asked for the clover. What is the value of clover symbol? That
Oh,
is their question. So clover symbol is
okay.
x for us. Yeah.
Okay.
Sir, in the
Yep.
18th sum, I think it's a printing error because it should be cube root of like 91.125 plus cube root of 0.09.1125, like that.
Mm-hmm.
Sir, it
Mm-hmm.
should be a cube root only.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. I think it is a printing error. Even I feel that this 45 is also, मतलब ये बाजू वाला 45 इधर reprint हुआ है. So I think this 45 does not exist over here. Okay. So I've removed this 45. Maybe this is cube root only because this number should be 91 point something, which is not there in the options. So everything is cube root. Okay. Yep. So again, you know how to solve this. So if this particular cube root is 45, then in that case, 91 sorry 91.125 में decimal को 3 बार लेके जाएंगे तो denominator में 1000 आ जाएगा. So when you remove this decimal, you'll have 1000 as a denominator. So that gives you let's say 45 upon 10 for the first number, and for the second one 1 2 3 4 5 6. So which means denominator में there is basically 10 raised to 6. So that gives you 45. 10 raised to 6 का cube root is 100 या फिर 10 raised to 2. Plus over here 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So over here you have in the denominator 10 raised to 9. So that gives you 45 upon 10 raised to 9 ka cube root is 10 raised to 3, which is nothing but 1000. So when you solve it further, this goes like this: 4.5 plus 0.45 plus 0.045. And that should give you 4 point. First of all, my answer will be 4 point. I think this should be my answer. I can directly say without even solving. I can say why,
Yes, sir.
because
Yes,
because
sir.
it is
4.99.
Sir, 4.995.
correct. Logically, it makes sense. 4.5 नहीं होगा, 49 नहीं होगा, 5.4 नहीं होगा. So the only option left is 4.9 and something around it. So anyway, so when you add it also, 4.5 plus 4 is 9, and then again 5 plus 4 is 9, and then you have 9. So when you add them also, you'll get the same answer. Okay, I'm erasing this now. Question number 19, we have to solve this. So when we are trying to solve this, okay, so first of all, decimal को adjust कर लेते हैं. So over here I have to adjust 1, 2, 3, 3 decimals. Over here 3 decimals. Over here 3 decimals. So कुल मिलाकर over here I have to adjust 9 decimals. है ना? 3, 3 and 3. Over here 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1. fortunately over here also I'm going to adjust 9 decimals. So when I adjust ऊपर का decimal, नीचे I'll write 10 raised to 9. When I'll adjust नीचे का decimal, ऊपर I'll write 10 raised to 9. Both the decimal adjustments gets cancelled with each other, and you can simply ignore the decimal numbers, and your new number goes somewhat like this. Instead of 81, it's instead of 0.081, it's going to be 81. So I'll just remove this decimal and all those things. So your numbers are going to be 81 multiplied by 384 multiplied by 4,624 multiplied by 15,625 multiplied by 289 multiplied by 729 multiplied by 64. So directly square root निकालो, आंसर खत्म. By the way, इसके options नहीं है यार. Okay, I think that's a printing mistake. So 81 का square root is what? 9. And 321 का
9
square?
into 18 and
18. Very good. Multiplied by? Now, obviously, it's understood that this should be a perfect square. So logically speaking, you'll say, sir, पता ही नहीं यार 4,600 के ऊपर क्या होता है perfect square. It's okay if you don't know. That's not a
I think
problem.
sir 64 or 66. 64 or 66.
Very good, very good. I really appreciate you using
Yes,
that
sir.
logic. For those who might have not understood कि उसने क्या logic use किया, I'll just explain you guys. So you should know that 4,600 के just नीचे वाला कुछ perfect square जो तुम्हें पता होगा वो निकालो. So जो फटाफट दिमाग में click होता है, whichever clicks on your mind immediately, that is basically 3,600. 3,600 का square root is basically 60. So this number is definitely, the square root of this number is greater than 60. Since the number is ending with 4, you have,
66 sir.
yes, you have 68, it should be. You have to find the possibility of those numbers, those square numbers which can end with 4. Now, 2 square can end with 4. Or like 62 square can end with 4. And 68 square can end
68
with 4.
square.
These are the only two possibilities. Okay. So now, अगर आपको चाहिए, see, obviously मेरा logic सीधा यही बोलेगा कि 60 is 3,600. 62 obviously 4,600, मतलब it's a big leap, right? बहुत बड़ा leap हो गया वो. So I will think कि okay fine, before trying out 62 I will try 68. चलो देख लेते हैं, maybe 68 can be my answer. Try कर लेते हैं, because I know that 4,900 is square root of 4,900 is 70. So I know, I can see that this number is close to 49 and very far away from 36, which means the probability of 62 is less and the probability of 68 is more. So I'll just cross verify and check what is the square root of 68, and fortunately the square of 68 is 4624. So 4624 it is. I just calculated. So that's how I understand this is the correct answer and this is the wrong answer. 68, मतलब इसके लिए you will write 68 over here. I hope this is clear. कोई doubt नहीं है इसमें?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. And same goes for this also. 15625, it's a very big number. Sorry. 15625 is a very big number.
Sir, I think it is 125 का square.
Very good, very good. Using the same logic,
Yes, sir.
you will find the square root of this. It will be 125 only. Okay.
Sir,
And मतलब there is I'll tell you one more technique also. Whenever this 5 मतलब 25 मतलब 25 देख के you should understand, or maybe 5 देख के you should understand, obviously it is something 5 square. The last digit should be 5. अब last digit 5 रहेगा तो I'll give you one more
Sir,
technique.
it goes with
What do
17.
what you can do, just ignore this 25 and try to take the number, this number 156. Just a minute. Now try to take this number 156 wala ye number. Okay. Now ye 156 number, I'm just giving you a very simple sa technique. Try to find the nearest perfect square which is less than 156. Any perfect square which is less than 156. It is 144. Yes. 144 perfect square है, उसका square root निकालो, उसका square root 12. So you have this 12. 12 मतलब that is basically your another number. So 25 का square root is 5 and 156 के just पहले वाले perfect square का square root is 12, and that's how you can find 125 as the number. Okay,
So this only works on 5 का square
only
or
works for 5 का square, बाकी किसी के लिए काम नहीं करेगा.
okay.
Okay,
You can also check 12 into 13.
हाँ
It
आप
happens.
वैसे भी करो.
156 is.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
वो
but then
आपको
that
easy
is
लग रहा है.
longer, na?
That is
12 into
longer.
13.
This is easier. Like मैं दूसरा एक एग्जांपल दूं आपको, जस्ट लेट्स से 625. अगर आपको पता नहीं कि भाई किसका स्क्वायर है, सिंपल फंडा, 25 देख के 5 डाल देना, मतलब स्क्वायर रूट के लिए 25 देख के 5 डाल देना. ओके, एंड 6 से छोटा वाला परफेक्ट स्क्वायर इट्स 4, 4 का स्क्वायर रूट 2, वो
4.
2 को यहाँ पर एज इट इज डाल दो, यू विल गेट 25. अनदर एग्जांपल आई विल गिव यू. लेट्स
Sir,
से लेट्स से हाँ 1225, इसका स्क्वायर रूट निकालना है. 25 का स्क्वायर रूट 5, 12 का
5,
सब 12 का नीचे
11.
वाला.
121. 121 and 11.
होल्ड ऑन. 12
अच्छा
के जस्ट
12 है.
नीचे वाला perfect square is 9,
so
9 का square
35.
root is 3, you will write 3 over here, 35. So this is a technique which you can use to find 5 का, मतलब 25 related square root. Okay, ठीक है. So हाँ, let me proceed over here.
sir,
125
sir.
तो मिल गया. Now yeah, tell me, you have any doubt?
No, sir, but I have a method like the square root of other numbers can also be found using this method, but yeah, it is a little bit more long. I mean, we have to check the end digit. For example, if it is 4, then the logic is that it might end with 2 and 8. Then we have to check, then we
My
have
dear
to
child,
check,
listen,
for
listen, listen,
example,
listen,
if it is.
listen. We have already done that. हमने वो कर दिया ऑलरेडी, उसको भी वापस रिपीट नहीं करेंगे. Let's proceed further. Okay. So next is square root of 289. Square root of 289 using the same method जैसे मैंने आपको बताया ऑलरेडी. Sorry.
So 17.
हाँ, आपको पता है कि स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ 15, सॉरी, स्क्वायर रूट
So
ऑफ
17.
225 इज 15. तो 225 से 15 से बड़ा नंबर है इसका स्क्वायर रूट, बड़ा नंबर जिसका एंड नंबर 9 से एंड होता है. सो देयर आर ओनली टू पॉसिबिलिटीज, 3 एंड 7. सो 15 से बड़ा कौन है? 7 है, 17. सो हेंस 17 इज योर स्क्वायर रूट. एंड देन सेम लॉजिक यूज करके यू कैन फाइंड 729 का स्क्वायर रूट, दैट गोज एज 27. एंड सेम लॉजिक यू लाइक 64 का तो पता ही है अपने को, 64 का स्क्वायर रूट
8.
इज 8.
8.
Okay, so सबका square root निकाला, you have this. Now, since you have this, now you have to do cancellations and try to make the number as small as possible. 9 ones are 9, 9 threes are 27, and
Sir, 3 6 are 18.
3 6
3 ones are 3.
Sir,
oh,
18.
sorry, 3 6
Sir,
are 18,
17 ones are and 17 fours are 68.
17 fours are 68.
4 ones are 8 2.
So 4 ones are 8. So 4 twos are 8.
ठीक है. So what I can do? Okay, 4 twos are 8, then 2 threes are 6. Now, finally, you have your answer as 3 upon 125. Sorry, 125.
So 25.
Yeah, just keep it like that only.